biggest transformation. We are rounding the final couple weeks inside of season 3. And up to this point, the cast has lost 299.5 pounds. Craziness. We got people like Bryce busted off 57.8 pounds in the past 9 weeks. Dana 33.6, Stuart 36.3, Krista Joy 35.7. So these are an incredible group of 12 people literally transforming their lives, not just on the outside, but from the inside out. We have a couple weeks left, so we're gonna hop on with the cast, get the weigh-ins done, see how they did this week. We had some fun stuff go on with the group workout. This week we're gonna talk about some really cool things that can derail them, but can also help push them to the finish line, ensuring that they reach their goals and they don't fall short. And so let's jump on with the cast. If you have not, make sure to smash the like button, leave us a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, do that. And let's get the weigh-ins done. Well, good morning. It is another weigh-in day. Yay! Anyway, good morning. Super excited to weigh in today. So Krista Joy, you are up first today.
208.2.
Okay, Tammy, you're up, girl.
Okay. 186.2.
186.2.
155.2.
Okay, Wendy.
175.8.
Okay, Dana.
197.4.
197.4.
Hooray, it's Wonderland.
Yes. Okay.
270.7.
247.2.
Okay, Trisha.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
214.4.
218.2.
152.2.
Okay, so last week you guys lost a total of 26.3 pounds, a grand total of 325.8. 325.8 in the past 10 full weeks, and we have a leaderboard. So in first place with a total of 39.3 pounds lost, 15.87%, 2 weeks in a row, Krista Joy holding down the #1 spot this week. Congratulations. Congratulations. She's like,
Good job, Krista.
go me.
Did you get them?
In second place with 36.8 pounds, 15.71%, right behind her, Dana, #2, second place spot. Congratulations. Third place spot
Sorry.
with 60.2 pounds lost, 14.42%. Bryce, third place, 60 pounds. That's nuts. In fourth place with 42.2 pounds, 13.49%, moving up to fourth place this week, Stuart. And Stuart is, let me see, how far is Stuart out of third place? Stuart is just over 1% out of knocking Bryce out of third. And slow and steady, fourth place, good job. Actually, let me take that back. There's nothing slow about 42 pounds in 10 full weeks. Fifth, in fifth place with 32.6 pounds lost, 12.9%. Steve, fifth place. In sixth place with 18.1 pounds, 10.43%. Lori. Seventh place, 19.4 pounds, 9.94%. Wendy. In eighth place with 24 pounds, 8.84%. Cher. In ninth place with 13.9 pounds, 8.3%. We have Abby. 10th place, 15.8 pounds, 7.75%. Tammy. 11th place, 17 pounds, 7.5%. Trisha. And Nakia is in 12th place with 25.4 pounds, 6.79%. That is, so think about that. 10 full weeks, right? And that's how much, that's like 2.5 months. That's great. If you think about how far you've come in just 2.5 months, that's kind of crazy. And I don't know, it kind of shows you what is possible. Do you ever have moments in life in general, no matter what area it is, where, see, it always takes, so every time someone in history has done something, I can remember when someone set a new world record for like a 5-minute mile. It had never been done. And then someone did it, and then a bunch of people did it afterwards. So all it takes is somebody to do it to prove what is possible. And what I love is for us that have struggled with our weight, it's proving what is possible, not by starving ourselves, like a sustainable, livable, real way, showing yourself what is possible, proving that all those times in the past, all those doubts you've had in your head are just that, they're just an illusion. And right now, 325 pounds and 325.8 pounds in the past 10 weeks, that's reality. So awesome job. Way to go. Way to go. So what I want to talk about this week is I kind of want to talk about something that, I don't know, all of us, I think to some degree, struggle with a little bit. And all of us to some degree have to watch out for, because there's like some key things that you do to lose weight, right? There's some key things that's like, nope, these are some of the success principles to lose weight. And then there's also some things that always try to come in and sneakily sabotage or stop your success, not only in weight loss, but just in anything, but especially in your health, especially in weight loss. And so I want to talk about those today. Okay. And so number one, the first thing, and I really believe these first two we're going to talk about are the reason why most people only ever get to good. Do you understand that most people walking around on the planet, you, me, the person to the screen to your left, the person on the screen to your right, every person on this, nobody was put here to do crappy things. Like nobody was put here just to be like, you know what, you were picked to live a mediocre, unfulfilled, unhappy life. Those other people, I picked them to do great things, but you, nope. You're going to make everybody else feel good because your life's going to be so crappy. Nobody was put here to do that. Nobody was put here just to be good. And I want you to hear me. None of you, every single person was put on this planet with greatness inside of them, greatness and the potential to have greatness in their marriage, the potential to do great things in business, the potential to have financial freedom, the potential to have a body that you can look in the mirror and feel comfortable and confident in, that you can feel sexy, that you can feel good about yourself after you're getting dressed and you're going on a date. And we weren't put here just to accept our life's circumstances, to accept what life throws at us and just, well, I'm just not one of those people. I don't like working out, and I don't like broccoli, and I don't like Greek yogurt, and rah, 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 rah. No, those are the excuses that we tell ourselves to stay freaking stuck. Those are the lies that we tell ourselves to excuse our behavior. And most of this world is walking around justifying where they're at, justifying why they're stuck. And as we begin to get unstuck, which is what we've been doing for the past 10 weeks, as we begin to get unstuck, one of the things that can happen is we can start to be really proud of that. And I want you to be proud of how far you've come, because you've done some hard things. You've done some amazing things. However, we didn't come this far to only come this far. And this is why in the very beginning, it's what is your vision for where you're going? What is your goal for where you're going? Because if you don't know where you're going, you won't get there. You'll stop. You'll take a detour. And the worst thing about success is a little bit. And if I look at this right now, if I said how many of you have had a little bit of success over the past 10 weeks, all of you could raise both hands and both feet and say, yes, I've had success in the past 10 weeks. And there's some people out there that are going to tell you to focus on the success you've had. I'm going to tell you not to. I'm going to tell you, great. When we have success, we have a mini celebration, which means for, today, for like 30 seconds after you stepped on the scale, it's when you are on your way to a goal. Think about it. The Atlanta Braves just won the World Series, right? After game 1, they had a really brief mini, yes, we won on the field. And then they got back on the bus and went back. And did they go back to the hotel and celebrate? Did they go back do they stay in Houston and whoop it up and go out and get drunk and be like, yeah, we won game 1? Is that what they did? No, because they didn't get to the goal. Yeah, they won one game, but that was it. They hadn't won the series. They hadn't won the series. And so many times people get caught up in the little bit of success they're having and they forget about the big goal. I've lost 15 pounds. Yeah, I'm in Wonderland. I deserve it. Today's Sunday after the weigh-in. I know that I haven't earned a treat yet, but I deserve one. And it's Sunday. If I have some extra things, Carmen, she won't know. And I have the whole week to work it off. Oh, okay. That's the gray zone. But that's what a little bit of success will whisper in your ear. It'll make you think higher of yourself than you ought to. And it'll make you do things that don't line up with your goal. And part of what feeds into believing our own press is, and this is the second thing, is listening to other people. Listening to other people that don't have what we want. That don't have what we want. I shared with you that on the journey of losing 161 pounds, on the journey of going from morbidly obese at size 22 down to a size 2, literally there was only one person that didn't discourage me. There was literally only one person that with 50, 70, 100 pounds left didn't say things like, oh my gosh, are you going to keep going? Like, when are you going to stop? You're going to look like a 12-year-old girl. Like, what are you trying to prove? And if I would have listened to everybody else, I never would have hit my goal. There's going to be people that question our choices. Just because if no one's questioning your choices, you got to question what you're doing. If nobody's coming to you saying, are you sure? Should you keep going with your weight loss? I mean, I don't know. Are you pushing it too far in your health? If no one's actually questioning what you're doing, you're probably not doing it right. If everybody agrees with you and where you're going, you're probably not doing it right. So when people start coming to you and saying, I don't know, you sure you got some more fat to lose? I don't know. You might look like a chemo patient. Just punch those people. you know, when they start walking around starting to question where you're going, know that it's actually a sign that you're on the right path. You're actually starting to go from ordinary to extraordinary. You're actually starting to go from good to great, because the sign of going from good to great is that people around you don't agree with it. People around you question it. People around you scratch their heads and go, why are you doing this? Who is this for? What are you trying to prove? And so if you want to have success in any area, you've got to get used to people freaking questioning you, people asking you why, people shaking their heads, scratching their heads, going, I don't know what's wrong with her. She gone loco. She gone cray cray. You know, she traveled on vacation with her scale. She's a little obsessed. Okay, fine. I will forever and always be obsessed with my marriage. I will be obsessed with growing our finances. I will be obsessed with being a good mom. I will be obsessed with having good health, because you know what obsessed really is? It's the thing that the uncommitted people say about the committed people. So my question for you this week is, 1 year from now, where do you want to be? 1 year from now, where do you want to be?
1 year from now, I want to be at my goal, able to bike and cross country ski like there's no tomorrow. I want to be a person that can jump and run, and I absolutely cannot wait to just be able to like wear all the vintage clothing and look cute in a twirly skirt. And I'm fired up. I'm so excited. I'm so ready for it. And you know, it's like, this was the time. This was absolutely like the time to do this. And I'm so excited.
Hey, Tammy.
Hello, everybody. Yes, my goal is to get in a size 6 by, well, gosh, I didn't realize my trip was coming up so close. I'm going to La Cabos on January 18th. I mean, January 12th. That happened, right? So to get in size 6 to go celebrate that when I go to La Cabos on January the 12th with some friends. And my goal is to be able to work out without getting tired, to have my flat stomach, no fat, remove all the fat, and just have tone. And one of the goals that I want to do is to get into a swimming wear contest, you know, not to bodybuild, but just to show someone at the age of 50, next year I will be 53, that you can look good and feel good. Also, my goal is to get the diabetic number from 5.9 all the way down to 4 to get out of pre-diabetic stage. So that's one of my goals too, working on that. When I took my blood work, they said that it was just 2 months probably showing of me losing weight. The doctor did tell me that I look good. You know, everything is going well. So that's one of my goals. And to go shopping, because I'm glad you mentioned that, because I am losing weight and I'm like, do I go buy some clothes now? So what I'm doing is I'm looking in my closet with some clothes that I already had, because I never did give clothes away, to get back into those clothes. But when I do get down to a size 6, 175 pounds, which I should be able to get to that by January. At 175, size 6, I do want to go shopping and buy some clothes worth my shopping goal. I can get around probably about $2,000. And I'm so glad you said something about my shoes, because you know, I can notice that I can really wear my shoes now. My feet has gone down. So that was shocking to me. And all of this, especially being at the 15 pounds. I said to my husband, I was like, and my family, my cousin got married yesterday, and I was like, I didn't even realize I had all that in me. So just to be healthy and to move fast, You know, I was a basketball player and I was a band flag girl in band. And just seeing those pictures of me moving and I just want to get back to that. So age is just a number to me, you know, because we are trained just because you get older, that's the way you're supposed to be, things are supposed to change. No, I want to be a 53-year-old, moving quick, moving fast, sharp in my mind, thinking, and just, you know, I just began to just have this giving spirit. Yesterday I went crazy, just went by and just start buying stuff for some of my friends and just blessing them. So just to give, just to travel, just to have fun, and to go shopping with the $2,000 shopping spree, and to be into the women wear contest. So in my homework today, I will go ahead and find a contest and go ahead and start putting that together and setting that up as well.
I would like to be at my goal weight. I would also like to have confidence in what I wear. So it's not necessarily a specific outfit, but just having confidence, not hiding from people that I've hid from for years just because I felt too fluffy to be around them. Not necessarily being in a bikini, but whatever kind of swimsuit I choose, I like it and I feel good in it. And I don't care what I'm wearing. I just feel good. That's my main goal. It's just to feel good about me, because for a long time I have not. And so when I reach the goal, I want to feel like everybody knows that I have confidence, because a lot of times I don't have that, and I think people feel that. So I don't know. It's not a long goal. I also want to get eyebrows tattooed on for when I reach my goal, so that I can also give myself some more confidence. And I mean, that's it.
Okay, Wendy, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so 1 year from now, I will be at my goal weight, and I will have a strong, fit body to be able to do all the amazing things that are more challenging for me right now. So I want to be able to freely hike with my husband, because he loves to do that, and we haven't been able to do as much as I could, and dancing and jumping and running, and be, you know, comfortable and strong to do that and not get winded after like 5 minutes or 2 minutes. In fact, in January, when I'm going to Uganda, that was one of my goals, is to practice some of the dances, so that, and I know I'm already stronger and have way more energy, and it's going to be so fun to be able to play and dance with the kids. And then also, another part of that is just being able to share and help others with their own journeys as I go through this process and complete hitting my goal and then maintaining it. I'm already having so many people talking to me about it. But so anyways, it's amazing. I want to be in a position to support others as they're making this journey too. And then I hadn't actually thought about like a celebration thing per se, so I'm going to do some more thinking about that. But one thing that comes to mind that I've been wanting to plan for my husband and I, and that is a trip to New Zealand. So kind of looking at the dates, which actually would probably be around this time next year, that we would try to plan it if we can get into the country. But I think that'll be a good goal time, because originally we were going to try to do that for this year, but yeah, this year has been crazy. So I think that'll be a good thing to work towards, and that would just be an awesome trip we both wanted to make for a long time, and a great reward. So.
Okay, Dana.
Okay, when you asked that question, I started to automatically cry. It's really crazy, because I really had a hard time thinking through being less than 200 pounds, because that's all I've really ever known. When you even asked me, you're like, when's the last time you were in the 100s? I'm like, I don't even know. Like, because I was the girl who's like, I'm never going to weigh myself, because if I can't see it, it's not there. It's kind of like the bill collector. If you don't open the mail, they're not there. You're in trouble. Same thing with the scale. So I'm like, I don't know. So like, the idea of like being in the 100s is so freaking amazing. So I feel like in some ways I've reached my goal, but I know like I actually started jotting down like where I will be in a year. And I'm like, it's exciting because I know it's attainable. Like I see how far I've come, and it's not to say, oh my gosh, I have so much more to go. It's like, no, if I've come this far, I can get to where I'm going. And these are where I'm going to be. And I'm not going to try to be, I'm going to be. I'm going to be living my best life. And I am going to be at my goal weight of 128 pounds. And I'm going to be smashing a tiny little bikini on a white sand beach. And that is like my own little thing because I've always been like a beach girl, hence living where I do. And one of my biggest goals is I've always wanted to parasail. And I've always kind of been nervous to do that, you know, when I was heavier, because it's like they do have weight limits. And I want to go with people. And I don't want to be told like, oh, you can't go with your friend, or, you know, you have to go by yourself. Like, who wants that? And I figured it out last year. I actually want to parasail in the Keys, like down, not necessarily Key West specific, but I want to be in the Keys. So I think I'm actually going to get that on my calendar for maybe this spring, like maybe right after spring break time. So gonna do some investigating. I'm going to be wearing the cute strappy shoes that I've been too afraid to wear because I didn't think they would support me. And I don't know if I ever shared the shoes that I took some pictures of in our Marco group, but I have some cute shoes that I really would like. I'm going to be engaged to the man of my dreams, and I'll be planning my wedding.
In a year from now, I want to be at my goal weight. If I, when I lose 3 pounds a week, I will be at my goal weight April 30th. So that'll be at 195 pounds. And the most exciting thing about that is not hitting the goal at April 30th, but at being able to maintain for the remainder of the year at that 195 pounds. So that's what I'm most excited about. Also, I want to, when I get to my goal weight April 30th, I'm going on a shopping spree and going to spend an obscene amount of money. And yeah, and then the last thing I want to do is at the end of the next year, I want to be maintaining for the rest of that 6 months. I want to give away $1,000 per pound, so it'll be a little over $100,000, and find a charity to surprise them with that at the end of the year. Go on a mission trip and hang out with them for 2 or 3 or 4 days or whatever, and then at the end, surprise them with the money.
Share Bear.
Share Bears here. Hi, everybody. So I actually mapped out my weight loss, and I'm going to be at my goal December 11th, 2022. And I will be a size 4. And that weekend, I'm going to New York City. Sean's taking me, and we're staying at the Carlisle, and we're going to be shopping all weekend. We've got it mapped out. And yeah, it's a Sunday, December 11th. So exciting.
Hi.
Oh, I couldn't see if I was on or not. Must be my screen that's freezing. Let me see. October 23rd, 2022, I will be at my goal weight of 115. And I have no idea what size that'll be. It's been way too long since I weighed that, so I don't know. It'll be fun to find out though. And I really, really want to be able to do all of the jumping jacks and push-ups that I can without modification. That would be really awesome. I want, this is really dumb, but I want a nose piercing, and I want my tattoo redone. And then long-term goal, we have a trip to Alaska that we want to do for our 30th wedding anniversary, but that won't be for 2 more years. But that's just, I'm kind of envisioning that.
Okay, you're up.
So this is very timely this week, this discussion, because I actually had a conversation with Andy about this fairly recently. Just try, because I don't really have, and this is part of the problem. I've kind of gotten this low before and then spike back up. Is I'm kind of in this place where I feel like I'm playing with house money. I know I'm not to where I need to be yet, but I'm close. I really don't know what the goal number is. I'd like to drop below 200. Never been there before in my adult life. And that's where, my BMI says I should be, under 25 would be under 200. So I could be there in 10 weeks realistically at a 2 pound a week pace. You know, do I have something, you know, massive plan for the moment? No, I don't. You know, but what do I want to accomplish at that point? You know, really just looking out 6 months from now, say, yeah, I'd like to do things I haven't done for the last 20 years, you know, get a little bit more active with my family, you know, as my kids get a little older, you know, it's you know, not just teaching them how to, you know, play a sport or showing, you know, taking a trip out into, you know, some small little trip out into nature, you know, for a hike or something like that, but really doing challenging stuff with them, and with Ashley too, you know, with really becoming not just the people that, you know, go out for the occasional, you know, little, you know, nice casual stroll, but really conquering some physically challenging things. That's kind of the vision I have.
Okay, Abby.
Hi, guys. These are awesome goals. I love to hear them. So I plan to reach my goal of 140 pounds by December the 15th, the 19th, sorry, December the 19th, the 15th, maybe. Hey, I haven't really had like a solid end goal because I don't know what weight necessarily my body is going to be in the best shape, you know? So a year from now, I plan on being in a position where I've maintained it for about a year. And so that's peace to me. And I think that'll speak volumes to people around me where they can see that you can still live. You can still live. It's not just full of, I can't have this, I can't have that. That you can still just live a healthy lifestyle. So a year from now, I plan on being fully adapted to a healthy lifestyle and maintaining my weight and be in the best shape I've been in since I was a very amateur athlete. You know, that's my goal for a year from now. Now, as far as what I want to do when I reach my goal within the next year, well, actually for Christmas, we're taking our kids to a cabin in Tennessee and it will be cold. So I don't know about outdoor activities, probably snowy. But my husband and I are going 3 days early for our 25th wedding anniversary. And then our kids are coming down and that's our Christmas, most of our Christmas present to our kids and their significant others, their girlfriends. So a year from now, I would like to take them to a place that's warm for a vacation, and then 2 years out, go on our family mission trip. We probably should flip-flop those, but I've always wanted to take our family on a mission trip, not a vacation there, but on a mission trip where we fully focus on others. That's about.
Hey, you can see where Stuart's going to take that big check to, and you can tag team, and he does amazing jobs scouting out, and he's got some amazing organizations that he works with, and he's already been a part of some things where they go in and they build orphanages and things like that. And so Stuart would be a great person to connect with. And hey, the timing might line up where Stuart could get a bunch of Biggest Transformation people down to his thing. Everybody shows up and then bam, look at these checks giving money to, yeah. So anyway.
Awesome. Yes.
And what I love about this is when you start putting specifics behind your goal, not just some pie in the sky, not just someday I might get there. Not a hope, not a pipe dream, not a, you know, when you actually start putting specifics, here's what I'm going to do by this date. Here's who I'm doing it with. Here's what it's going to look like. And we actually start digging into the nitty gritty of what you're doing, not hoping, not thinking about, but what you're doing. We put the specifics. That's when it really starts to become dynamic. That's when it really starts to go from this like Carmen's vision, Carmen's dream, what Carmen says, to my vision. Because right now, we've got 2 weeks left in the competition phase. 2 weeks left. And obviously, our goal is to finish strong. Leave nothing on the table. To watch out for things like the gray zone, self-sabotage. Watch out for the good, falling into the good. Watch out for things like Sunday fun day. It's Sunday, I can have a little of this and a little of that, and I got 6 full days, and Carmen doesn't know what we eat in private shows up in public. And it's really making sure that we're just really taking a moment to celebrate what we've done, but to keep our eye on and our focus on what will we do this week? What will we do this week? How will my actions, what will my actions be this week? Will I operate in the gray zone or will I not? Will I give it 110% or will I give it 80? What will your choices be this week? 2 weeks left and we're gonna be crowning a winner. That's it. And what my hope for all of you is to look back at the end of these 2 weeks and say, these last 14 days, I freaking went all in. I gave it my all. I left nothing on the table and I finished freaking strong. And no matter what the end goal is, no matter what the end result is, when you give it your all, you do your best and you forget the rest. As Tony Horton said in our group workout on Monday night, but you've already proved to yourself in these past 10 weeks that you can do hard things. Let's keep it going.